coin.
Hey there, YouTube coin community. It's Dustin with CoinOp, and today we are going to take a look at part 2 of the super high dollar rarities that have sold in heritage coin auctions. So let's dive right on in. Okay, this is the 1792 Birch Cent. This one was graded MS65 by NGC. It does have a green CAC sticker. Now, this is a pattern coin. This is a coin that was being proposed, but this is a super rare, very super rare coin. This pattern coin sold for $2.5 million, $2,585,000. And again, there's a nice description of it. So if you wanted to know more information about this, you absolutely can. Let's zoom in and take a good look at this Birch Cent. Look at the details in the hair, the way that they did the hair back then. Very different than how they would do the hair on a coin now. I love seeing the 1700s, the late 1700s and early 1800s examples because of just the way that the hair details are. It's just really unique to me. Can you guess why they call it a Birch Cent? A very unique reverse. All around beautiful coin. Okay, with the Birch Cent, I do believe that there are around 8 known examples. 8 known examples. And again, this one sold for $2.5 million. And that's a pattern coin. This is a coin that was being proposed, never passed through. But one that did pass through was the 1793 Chain Cent. Now, I've actually owned one of these before. Just the example that I owned was a PCGS graded Poor 1 example. This one is an MS66 PCGS graded example, and this one sold for $2.3 million, $2,350,000. This is the Chain Cent. They call it that because of the chain on the reverse. This chain. On super low grade examples like the Poor 1 example that I owned, this was the only thing that you could see on the coin, was the chain. You couldn't see anything else on the coin. So this is the last thing to wear off the coin if you were to find a super low grade example of this. Now, this was the first year that we had the cent issued, and they did mint, I believe, 36,103 of these. But there's only an estimated 187 examples that have survived. This would, of course, be one of the higher graded examples. It does have its CAC sticker. We're going to zoom on in and take a look. Again, take a look at how they did the hair. Look at the hair details on this coin. Look how they did the hair. I really like seeing that. You don't see that on coins of today. Of course, coins of today, they take their time, and we've got computers and different etching tools. Everything's different than how it was done back then. This was all hand engraved, hand etched. I just really enjoy seeing how they did the hair details on a lot of these coins. Look at how the lettering is. I never really noticed the indent on all of the lettering. All right, let's take a look at that chain reverse. I believe the chain represents strength. And again, just a beautiful, all-around beautiful coin. This is a very well-struck example. Just very pretty. And that's the 1793 Chain Cent. And that example sold for $2.3 million. We're going to take a look at another pattern coin. This is a 1792 25-cent piece. This is a copper quarter. Now, this was a pattern, and this was a very unique pattern. This was a coin that was being suggested that they were trying to propose to design, and of course it did not pass, or you'd have more of these. But I really enjoy this one because there's something very unique about this. They do not mention at all anywhere on the coin the denomination. They also have Lady Liberty on the front of the quarter. And of course, it's made out of copper. We're not used to copper quarters, but look at that reverse. It does not say 25 cents anywhere. It just says United States of America and has the early eagle design that they used to use on a lot of the earlier coinage. Now, this one sold for $2.2 million, $2,232,500. I do believe with this one, there's only around 2 known examples. So this is just an exceptionally rare coin. Zoom in and take a look at her. I like how they put a period after Liberty. So imagine having quarters made out of copper instead of, well, they kind of are made out of copper. It's a copper nickel mix, but instead of the silver looking quarters that we have, imagine our quarters being copper colored. And here's a good idea of what early ones would have looked like. Okay, we are going to take a look at the 1907 $10 satin finish gold coin. This one was graded by NGC in a proof 67. Out of all the gold coins, this is by far my favorite design. I'm not a big fan of the gold coinage, but out of all the gold kit coinage, this is the design I enjoy the most. You should be familiar with that reverse style, but I really love the headdress on this one. I really like it. I think it's just a beautiful design. If you take a look, resembles the peace dollar. But anyhow, this one sold for $2,185,000. Now, with the satin finish coins, they did make business strike examples. This is with the rolled edge. The edge right here. Let's zoom in on the edge. This is a rolled edge. You should be familiar with rolled edges. That's what we have on our current coinage. But on gold coins at the time, they did not do that. They had wire edges. This was a rolled edge. So this was a little bit different. And with these rolled edges, they only made 50 business strikes. And as far as I can find, there's only about 2 known proof examples. All of the other ones are business strikes. And the business strikes are all MS, and they only made 50 of them. And there's only 2 proof examples, this being one of them, that I could find. But I just really enjoy this design. I think this is a very beautiful coin. I like seeing Liberty. I love this headdress. This is more of a traditional headdress as opposed to the headdresses that you see on the Indian head cent. So I just really enjoy seeing that. I really like this design. Just think it's a beautiful coin. Okay, we're going to move on to another super rare coin. This is the 1854S $5 gold piece. This one was graded XF45 by NGC. Now, this is a super rare coin. There are roughly only 4 known, and out of those 4 that are known, one of them was stolen in 1967 and has never been recovered. So technically, there's only 3 known examples of this. So this is just a super rare coin. Out of the gold coins for 1854 for the San Francisco Mint, did you see that S? They only originally minted 268 of these. And out of that run, only 4 survived and 1 was stolen. Let's zoom in and take a look at this one. So now this one has lots of contact marks. As I stated, this is an XF45 for a grade. Now keep in mind with gold, gold is much softer than the metals that the coins are made out of that we have in our pockets. So contact marks happen very easily on these. If you handle them a lot. They will get scratched up, they will get marks, they will wear pretty quickly, as you can see by this one. Look at that S mint mark. Now this example that we are taking a look at, this one was graded XF45 by NGC, and this one sold in auction for $2,160,000. $2,160,000. If you want to read more about it, Heritage does have a nice write-up. I believe they even do have, yep, right here. This one right here, listed as number 3 on their list of the 4 examples. This is the one that I was talking about that got stolen. This was discovered by Max Mell in the 1930s, reportedly from an elderly woman who sold him a small bag of gold coins that had been stored in a bank vault for a long period. So that's how they obtained it, and then they sold it. At the time, it sold for $16,500, and then it was stolen in 1967 and never recovered. Never recovered. So that's unfortunate. So that was never ever professionally graded, but it's an estimated XF45. So apparently there's one of those out there somewhere. There is apparently one of these somewhere out there, unless it got melted down. But this example that's graded XF45 sold for $2,160,000. So there's 10 super high dollar rare coins from the Coin Hall of Fame on Heritage Coin Auctions. Now, my wife had mentioned that I haven't done a bonus coin in a long time, so let's do a bonus coin. And for the bonus coin, we're going to take a look at the 1894S Proof Dime. This is just an amazing toned example. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 1894S Proof Dime. Now, this one was graded by PCGS. This one's in a Proof 66. There's that beautiful S mint mark with gorgeous toning on the reverse. This example that we are taking a look at sold for $1,997,500 in Heritage Coin Auctions. This one does have its green CAC sticker. Now, this is an amazing story coin. Whether the story's true or not, that is still up for debate. But supposedly, one of these 1894S Barber dimes. Now, keep in mind, this is super rare. There's, how many of them are out there? Keep in mind, this is super rare. There's right around 10 known examples of this. And this is a coin that most coin collectors want. So it's just super desirable. There's only around 10 of them out there. But supposedly, back in the early days, one of these was given to the Superintendent John Daggett's young daughter. Now, it's the superintendent of the mint, John Daggett. So supposedly his young daughter had one of these. Her name was Haley. And on the way home from the mint, she supposedly bought ice cream and spent one of these for ice cream. So supposedly somewhere out there is one of these in circulation. A $2 million coin. Somewhere out there floating around, supposedly. Now, whether that story's true or not, that is still kind of up for debate, but supposedly it is. And anyhow, there's your bonus coin. There's the 1894S Proof Barber Dime. Ultra super rare coins. So there you go. All right, everybody, just a heads up. The 37th Annual Greater Cincinnati Numismatic Exposition will be held Friday, July 17th and Saturday, July 18th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, they are running an early bird special Thursday, July 16th from 3 to 7 for $40. It's an excellent price. Now, that is at the Sharonville Convention Center, so if you'd like to meet CoinOp, you want to go out to a coin show, this would be an excellent opportunity. We will be there. Robert Lawson, Florida, myself, we will be out there. So make your reservations now. Start booking Friday, July 17th and Saturday, July 18th, the 37th Annual Greater Cincinnati Numismatic Exposition. Well, there you go, everybody. We definitely hope you enjoyed seeing these super high dollar rare coins. Definitely hope you enjoyed that bonus coin, that 1894 S Barber. So, if you did, leave me a comment. Let me know which one of these coins you would like to have in your personal collection if you could only have one. If you enjoyed this video, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not yet subscribed to our channel, click on that subscribe button. And while you are at it, click on the notification bell. That way you get notified immediately when we upload new content. Well, everyone, until next time, have fun.